Kai and I have just come upriver, selected a spot. Pretty sure it's where we camped last time, and we're just proceeding to set up our tents. Kai over there, I'll be tucked in here behind this flax, and we'll be cosy as. And camp set up almost, tent anyway, and the marvels of modern conveniences. A little air pump blowing up my airbed, a must have for comfort for us old fellas. Got a bit of wind blowing down the valley, but that shouldn't bother us too much as we will be hunting upstream tonight. The wind causing a little bit of havoc in Kai's camp. One of the crews heading back to Alabaster. Look at that, absolutely gorgeous day. It's been pretty hot today. Scattered cloud, sunshine. Fantastic Fiordland weather. And here's my setup. Looking pretty comfortable. Second most important piece of equipment after the rifle, the camp chair. And we'll just swing around and take a wander over to Kai's camp. He seems to have sorted out a couple of technical difficulties he was having.
Yeah, it's just a small minor point, the door.
The door. Yeah. Where is the door?
It's the blue one. That one.
So a little more comfortable than my abode. Once again, very important piece of equipment, camp chair. So we're looking pretty good. Just floating down the Pyke. They'll be spending the night at Lake Alabaster Hut.
Yeah. Good, see ya. I was up there the other day and they had some rum. And I said, I had 5 cans of Coke.
Actually goes pretty well, doesn't it?
Goes real well.
Now that's Bruce from the Alabaster airstrip. We've just spent the afternoon pretty much all of the afternoon actually chewing the fat with Bruce here on the banks of the Pyke River. Very pleasant. All we needed was a bear, Kai. We haven't got any bear.
No, we haven't, eh?
No,
No.
I know, terrible. Never mind.
But what a great day though, just talking to Bruce, catching up on the old stories that he's got, and he's got a lot.
Fantastic.
And what a day, it's like we're actually cooking here in the sun.
I tell you what, every bloody 20 minutes we've had to practically jump in that river to soak down a bit to cool off. It has been so wonderfully hot. Last evening I was in this spot, perched in my camp chair, which Kai and I have found a very effective hunting method. And the deer came out on the far side of the clearing where those flax bushes are over there. We spent quite a bit of time looking for it last night, but couldn't. Kai went out early this morning for a stalk and he found the animal, so I'll head over there now. The flax in the distance is where I was shooting from. And here she is. Kai found her this morning when he was out for a stalk. And being the good packer that he is, he's even gutted her for me. Brilliant, thank you, Kai.
My pleasure, Bill. Glad we found it.
Absolutely. And it's quite amazing because we walked this area last night several times. Kai found it bundled up in quite a thick patch of toy. So we must have walked right past it, never saw it. Excellent. Bloody hell, the whole gang's here. Just doing a spot of trolling on Lake Wilmont. The other crews have been pretty successful up here over the last couple of days, so Kai and I giving it a shot, along with a few of the other guys come up for a morning's fishing. Nothing so far, but early days yet. Some nice flats here, Kai.
Lovely. I've just caught 2 fish.
Incredible. Yeah. We've made a short stop to visit Bruce's alternative accommodation. The guy's just going in there. He calls this rock bivy Alcatraz. A short steep climb from the river. Built under a rock. Professionally constructed.
It's pretty cool, eh?
It is cool.
Yeah.
Bruce is slowly abandoning this place. 2 rooms. You know, you have the main room here, and around the corner here you have the this is the guest accommodation. Amazing little abode. Downriver for the last time, 2023. Back again hopefully in 2 years' time. We've just packed up camp and leaving our little spot for the Lake Alabaster hut. Tonight's the big pack up, and tomorrow morning we head back to the road end.
Roll
Another
on
awesome 2025. We were supposed to be flying out today, but we've been contacted by the helicopter company to say there is going to be no flying, and they will now pick us up tomorrow. Weather not too bad here at the moment. It was very windy overnight, started raining now, but it's going to be windy somewhere apparently. Probably here as well, so it's another night here at Lake Alabaster. Plenty of food still, so no worries there. Lots of venison and a few fish. Still a bit of rain here. We were due to be lifted out yesterday. However, it was definitely a no-fly day and nothing has changed so far here on day 2. The lake has risen about 1.5 metres overnight. The guys were up a couple of times overnight shortening the ropes on the boats, and so it continues. Looks like we're going to be stuck for another night at least. Last night when we pulled up on the beach, we barely had enough rope to tie onto that tree. Now, as you can see, the boats are actually nudging that same tree, and the water is almost around it, and that's come up even more in the last couple of hours, with no let up in the rain. And the lake continues to rise. Was lapping the foot of that little tree this morning, now completely surrounded as the boats come closer and closer to the hut. Still a long way off, of course, but it has been known, not this time, hopefully. But the crew has to be down fairly regularly to manage the placement of the boats. The lake has dropped about a foot overnight. Stopped raining sometime before 3 AM. 3 of the boats have just gone upriver to make sure there is a landing spot for the helicopter. Meanwhile, we continue to pack.
They come now, though.
Ah. Yes, they are. Will they bring good news or bad? We shall see. there we have it. We're on the way.
We're on the way. Let's go.
What do you reckon, Kai?
Heading home, Bill.
Heading home. A couple of days later than we expected.
Yeah, that's all right though.
That's okay. We had a great time and we still had a bit of food.
Yeah.
Al's having a leisurely breakfast up on the deck. Rightio. 9 o'clock, Kai, isn't it? 9 o'clock at the pickup point.
Yeah, but I doubt we'll make it.
Right, we better get a move on. Woohoo! There is a renewed sense of vigour around camp as the lift point has been identified, and we will be out of here very shortly. Originally these lift bags were dropped on the beach, but now there is no beach, so they'll be using the clearing behind the hut. And finally, after 2 days of being trapped in the hut by some pretty heavy rain and a lake lift of about 3 metres, we are back on the water heading for the lift point. Even have blue sky.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
The boat started. She's charging again.
Yeah.
14 volts. We're good. Good
Yeah,
to go, Bill.
and we have a beautiful day to send us on our way from Lake Alabasta.
Absolutely.
Couldn't be better.
Had a great time, Bill.
Yeah, me too, Kai.
Thanks,
Brilliant.
mate. Pleasure to have you.
this trip has been plagued by mechanical problems, and it's hit us once again on our way upriver. This time with Ross's boat. Looking good, Al. All the boats are up above the falls, and we're about to head off on the next stage of the trip to our launching point.
It's in there, buddy. That's yourself.
Yeah, sure is. Unloading all of the gear from the lift bags back into the vehicles is a very sombre affair, as everyone on the trip relishes the thought of going to work. Until 2025, bye Hollyford.